NAACP calls for emergency shutdown of Musk's supercomputer in Memphis. Local regulators should immediately stop Elon Musk's supercomputer project from operating in South Memphis because it's out of compliance with environmental rules, the NAACP wrote in a letter sent Thursday to Shelby County officials. The civil rights group addressed the request to Dr. Michelle Taylor, director of the Shelby County Health Department, and to the commissioners of Memphis Light, Gas, and Water. The health department is responsible for implementing federal air regulations in Shelby County, which encompasses Memphis. Being the world's richest man doesn't give you the right to pollute black communities and jeopardize the health of his residents, NAACP president and CEO Derek Johnson said in a statement to NBC News. We urge the health department to step in immediately. When contacted, a spokesperson for Memphis Light and Gas and Water said it had not received the NAACP's letter and could not comment on it. Neither the health department nor XAI immediately responded to the questions about the letter, which was also signed by the president of Tennessee and Memphis chapters of the NAACP. In a previous statement to NBC News, XAI said its operations comply with all applicable laws, that it works collaboratively with county and city officials, EPA personnel, and community leaders regarding all things that affect Memphis. XAI has come under scrutiny in recent months for operating methane gas turbines at its Memphis facility to meet the electricity needs of the supercomputer Colossus. The turbines emit pollutants, including nitrogen oxides and formaldehyde, according to their manufacturer. Environmental groups and the NAACP believe the turbines require permits under the Clean Air Act. The city's health department, the mayor, and the Chamber of Commerce have said permits were not required for the turbines' first year of use. XAI, which is now seeking a permit for 15 permanent turbines, said those would be equipped with pollution controls and only be used as backup once their other energy options are available.
Burn it down. They're not going to take it down. They're not going to stop it. They're actually going to pump up and do more. Look
Absolutely.
at it. They took all the freeways and cut them all through black neighborhoods. You can look anywhere you go through where the freeway is. You'll see that's why they have the east and the west. They cut them all through black neighborhoods and they poured lead into your neighborhoods. They never fixed the water in Flint. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi has dirty water, and now they're doing this to you in Memphis. Burn the building down. They're not going to fix it.
We also got to look at the fact that the city's looking at it probably from a job standpoint. I'm wondering how many jobs this place is actually bringing into the city. And they're going to let this guy do this everywhere he wants to do it. It doesn't matter. This is the future. These type of plants are the future. Everyone's doing them right now. Now they're going to also start building nuclear power plants to power a lot of these things as well too. They're built now. I think Meta is I think either Meta or is it Microsoft is building one of the first ones right now, like one of the newer ones. We don't get a lot of nuclear power plants out here because there weren't a lot of permits granted for this, but they're ramping these up because people know that things can happen bad with a nuclear power plant near you. It's a negative thing. It's not a great thing. There's a lot of other ways to do it, but a lot of these plants are very high in pollution. They use a lot of water. They pollute the air. They pollute the water as well. It's a problem. These things are not like great for the environment. They're more like they're looking at it like it's almost like a call center, but for supercomputers, pretty much. So they can go ahead.
It's seeming like there's only like 33 people that work in there.
You understand? Because he probably doesn't need them.
He don't need them. It's all AI.
I mean, this is where we're heading right here. They can take your air quality, take your good water. You know what I mean? Basically, leave you with a polluted. It's like that movie Elysium, whatever that movie was. That's pretty much where we're headed right now as a society.
Actually, 320 new jobs.
I mean, it probably is not enough for what it brings to the table. Like as much water as these plants, people I don't even really realize fully the full magnitude of what is really going on with these things, because these are going to become massive outlets. They're going to become like how we have how they have Amazon, like plants and stuff. This is what these are like. You know how they build massive plants. This is exactly what these things are going to be popping up everywhere, man. All over the United States, sucking up all the clean water. You know what I mean? Messing up the air. It's going to be a problem, man.
And so, and they're not going to care. They've been killing black communities for years. And, Democrats never did anything to stop it because they could. You know what I'm saying? And Republicans.
I think Clean Air Act is a part of the way. I mean, you know why? Yeah, it's not because of Democrats, so let's not act like it is. It's not. We had the Green New Deal, everything that we can't blame that on Democrats. I know you like to do that. I know that's your spiel. You do that.
All this is caused by the Democratic Party.
Oh no, it's not.
Think about it.
No, it's not.
Look, the election, this last election was tampered with. They was in power when it was tampered with. They didn't even put up a finger to say nothing or do nothing. I mean,
people went out and voted for a person who they knew went against their country. I mean, what can you do about that?
The vote was suppressed.
There is nothing you can do.
Starlink was hooked up to voting machines in different areas. They didn't even try to investigate it. They just sat back and took it like little bitches.
Listen, man, at the end of the day, those people ran up in that building about 50,000 deep. You know what I mean? We saw them, bro. They did it. You know what I mean? And these guys are all about that life. It has nothing to do with that. It's the American people at this point in time. When you can turn out 77 million people to vote for a person like this, it's us that's the problem. It's not the Democrats. They did everything they could do. I'm not trying to say, I mean, there's some subjects I don't agree with when it comes to Democrats at all. But when it comes to trying to help the people, I'm looking at their bills, what they're passing, what they're doing.
It's like this, black folks got tired of the Democrats coming over talking about it's a fight for you, vote for your lives. People like, well, we do it every time, but you don't do nothing for us.
I don't know. I think that at some point in time, it has to get to a point to where the conditions are set. You set the proper conditions and you grow from there. That's all you can do. You got to keep on pushing. This did not get broken in a day. It's not going to get fixed in 40, 30, 40 years. It ain't going to happen. If you really start looking at when we started getting any kind of wiggle room power, it was probably in the 1960s or so. When we were able to say, you know what, give us our civil rights. All right, cool. Now let's get something else about 10, 15 years later after that. All right, cool. Let's get something else about 20, 30 years after that. Then we got a president. I mean, other little things. Then we got a vice president. It's wiggle room, man.
Now we have full blown white supremacy in America.
Absolutely. That we do.
Burn it down.